Hey, what's going on, guys? Tony here, CCxRC with my buddy Jeremy.
What's up?
And we are having an awesome start to our weekend here in Illinois. But you music people know the Illinois reference. Anyway, we got lucky today, and I went in to film something. I don't know what I was going to film, but I walked into the tent where they were selling stuff. And I wanted to buy, I was going to look for a battery.
Batteries, yeah.
And I totally forgot. I still don't have batteries. It's like 12 hours later. Dang it. So I went in to get batteries, and I saw the Infraction sitting on the table, and I was like, filming it. And Tara, who works for Horizon Hobby, I didn't know her name at the time, was like, hey, I'll sell you one. And I thought she was kidding, and she wasn't. So they had 6 of these that they were selling. They sold out in 2 hours. And I think it was just because people didn't know. I think it would have sold out faster.
And you got number 5.
I got number 5, so I almost didn't have the opportunity. I don't know why somebody didn't tell me that about the opportunity. That would have been nice. Greg, I'm looking in your general direction. Brett, would have been nice, guys. Throw me a bone. Anyway, one of these 6. We don't have a knife. I flew, so I don't have a knife. So we have keys. We're going to try and open this up. It would be a real letdown if we couldn't get in.
Don't even go there. Don't even.
Oh, that was easy. We'll figure out a way. But, yeah, so this is the box. Who cares, right? It actually is a pretty nice box. We can spin it around.
Nice box.
So, okay, that's the front with the truck. But the back has all the little details. We'll look at it when we get in there. We might have to reference that, because I don't like looking at directions. But we can set it down. Let's open it up. So this is a straight lift.
Yep.
So we're in a hotel room at the event. It's 10:33. It's been a long day of standing in the sun with the wind blowing like crazy on us. And this has been sitting in the box, getting mud thrown at it from the mud pit next to us. So the box is covered in mud.
Do we pull it out?
Shoot, don't tell me that's got zip ties on it. If that has zip ties on it, we're gonna have to go like the front desk and ask for scissors. It's totally got
Zip ties. Big zip ties.
So do we go to the front desk and ask them to cut it off for us?
We're gonna have to, because I don't think I have.
Boom! Alright, so I'd say, what is that? Urban camo kinda?
I would say that,
digital camo kind of?
Not quite digital because it's not squared off, so.
It's kind of an
just
urban.
Urban camo.
Looks like the Hoonigan.
Yeah.
Hoonigan truck.
That is a thick roll cage right there. Comparatively.
Got a fin here that they don't want you to really see. Diffuser.
That's what I love, is the under chassis air diffusers.
Yep.
It actually, when they were running it at the airfield, you could actually watch the truck getting pulled down to the ground.
Yeah, it was sinking in.
It actually gets so much air underneath it that it actually sucks it to the ground like an F1 car. It's amazing to watch it do it. I've never seen anything like it. Even the speed run guys can't get their cars to do that.
Look up here. Here, let's go around the other side. Let's get the camera in.
Okay, so it's got 18 tooth standard. And if you want to go crazy,
27 tooth.
27 tooth.
Alright, so in the bags, let's look at the boring stuff first. We got the truck out. It looks amazing. The boringer stuff. It's actually not too boring. This wrench is pretty fantastic.
Yeah,
actually.
that's one of the
17, 7, 8. These are actually usable. Like, I'd keep this in my toolbox for other cars. Like, because I use these hexes all the time in my tires for my monster trucks.
This 8 actually looks like it will fit in the Proline tires without grinding.
Nice.
Which is nice, because that's a problem.
So you get all the tools you really need to work on it. Again, this is a 27 tooth, and they say only use this on hard surfaces, no quick start stopping. This is if you want to go speed.
Yeah, no rough surfaces.
Comes with a what?
18.
18 tooth, and that gets you up to 60. This gets you up to 80. I'm glad that they gave you that sheet. Now, that sheet's what you want to see when you open it up. I don't want to read all the directions, but it's showing you the batteries, 35C, 5,000 milliamp hour minimum.
Wow.
So that's 2S or 3S.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be running 4 or 6S, 35C minimum.
Now they do give you a way to run a single battery too.
Yep, we'll look at that in a second. But let's look at the outside of it. I like the colors. It's kind of like army
Yes.
green. We're calling it like an urban camo. I like the font and everything here. It just looks like
Oh, it looks
it fits the
great.
truck. Yeah.
It looks like a Hoonigan truck. It looks
Yep.
like the Hoonigans made it.
The D-Boots tires are nice. They say Hoons on them actually.
And this
So-
thing will actually smoke tires.
Yeah. So we have footage of this thing running at the event that we'll cut in here as well. All right. So we need to take the top off. Look, there's a fin up top here that's clear. They got stickers on the windows. That's like the new trend. Everything is stickers on the windows. Again, the ARRMA clips are awesome.
Yeah.
That they stay on the body. Don't lose them. Look, this is nice actually. So I saw them roll the car because they're driving on uneven surfaces with these because it can. And it was doing donuts, smoking the tires. It's National Donut Day, so they were doing a lot of donuts for us. And it caught the lip and rolled it, and it spun on its lid, and that's gonna save the body having these plastic
Yeah.
guards on the top. So that's really clever. Look at the scooping here too.
Oh, I know, the little scoop. It's a shame it's not open, but... Well, I wouldn't
Let's
want
look
it
at
to
the front. Let's turn it.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want that to be open because that would just cause air to go in.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah. And that's actually part of the chassis, not the body.
Okay. Yep.
So that stays, that air dam stays.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
These tires look really good. 17 millimeter, and they've got red accents in there.
They are super sticky.
And they're, yeah, super sticky, and they're belted, right?
I don't know if they're belted or just solid.
They're supposed to be.
I think they're solid.
No, there's give in there. A little bit. I think I heard him say they were belted. You guys might know. You can tell us in the comments. This is an unboxing of. We don't know what we're getting completely yet. We're just going to look at it and see what we know. I don't have a ton of ARRMAs. The ones that I've had, I've really liked. The Granite's awesome. I was riding the big block today, and that thing is really cool. Man, look at that. That is long.
Crazy. Look
Oh,
at
that diffuser is awesome.
Look at that chassis brace. I mean, come on.
Let me turn this light a little here. Yeah.
Look at
It's an aluminum chassis brace.
Look
It's
at the
thick.
thickness of that.
Wow.
And diagonal braces coming from the shock towers.
Front and
Front
rear.
and rear to hold it, to keep it
So
stiff.
this has a center diff. The other one is a spool.
Yes.
So
But that's
it's a
what
different type of car.
that's what lets this one drive on rough roads.
Yeah.
Where the other one is strictly for smooth surfaces.
Okay. And see, I don't know what parts of this shares. Like these do look like some shared, maybe Creighton arms. I've seen something like these. I don't know if they're exactly matched or if they're just kind of like it. It'd be smart if they could share some of the parts.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that for sure. Underneath here, I know that they took this off on one of the other videos I saw. And there's so much space in here
Yeah,
for the
there's
receiver.
a ton, yeah.
And it actually has a divider that can be removed.
Remove for if you're running
Yeah.
something crazy,
It's
yeah.
so big. All right, so the shocks are new.
Pretty big, yeah.
And they're threaded, so you can adjust them very easily. Look at how thick the springs are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I have any shocks that are that thick.
Not even my LST shocks are that stiff.
So we got sway bars in here. You can see metal dog bones going. They're complete dog bones. Both sides are dog bones on
Yep.
these. In the rear.
And the centers too.
The centers? Okay.
Centers are dog bones. Pretty thick too, actually. Yeah, that's a pretty thick dog bone for a center. I mean, look at that.
So battery compartment, Velcro. Everybody knows how much I love Velcro battery compartments. You can just fit any kind of battery in there. even better is when you cinch it down, this moves to whatever length your battery is. You gotta tilt that up a little into the light.
Yeah.
So you can see this compartment right here. These slide with your batteries. So that's awesome. So these, haven't mentioned the price yet. So these run $5.99 ready to run plus taxes wherever you are.
Which for a speed run car is
It's cheap.
incredible.
Yeah.
Because most guys, when they build speed run cars, they're putting $600, $700, $800, $900 into them. Easily that much money or more.
When we were talking to, I believe it's Innovation RC last night, who helped kind of with some of the limitless stuff, and he said how ARRMA was listening to the speedrun guys. And when I was actually talking to the guys at Horizon today, they say that they were just looking at what people were doing with their ARRMAs and how they were turning them into speed cars, and so they just followed suit with what everybody was doing, the modifications they were making. They decided to take and put in here. Everybody go check your batteries because you think it's your machine going off.
That's interesting. The actual rims
Oh, that is flexing.
is flexing.
Wow, that's really soft.
So the tire is solid.
Yeah.
That's the rim flexing.
Wow. Okay.
That's
That's
how-
interesting.
But that's how you can
But
get
that's-
away with burning and smoking the tires.
Yeah. When they said, I talked to him, I said, okay, so that's cool, but how much is a set of tires? A set of 4 is only $45.
Oh, come on.
That's cheap,
one
right?
tire for our Pro Mods.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
almost.
almost, yeah.
Because
They're about 30.
a set of tires and rims is 130.
Okay. So then 4 of them, so it's about $30 each, yeah. So yeah, so I'm not complaining there. I love that the motor stuff's all front weighted here, because you're gonna have your batteries weighted
Oh, it's definitely
in the back.
It's definitely extremely front heavy.
Yeah. But when you put 2 huge batteries back here, it's gonna kind of
even it out. But this is, hold on, I gotta show them the part that impresses me.
Yeah, the bottom. This.
No one does this. No one has done this. You actually have active air dams under the vehicle that suck it to the ground. And you can actually watch it happen. When they take off from the standstill, the faster it goes, you can actually see the truck squatting down.
So these are plastic here, but this is a huge metal plate across the center here. You can actually see. You'd think that would be problematic, but it's open on the other side, so nothing should stick.
No, it's just going to fly right out.
And anything it does could fall off the bottom too, instead of getting stuck in there and grinding away.
I
So you
love
can
that.
look at this. You can see down here too. So pillow ball.
Yep, pillow ball.
And that's where the red accents are. Those red, the other ends of the pillow ball.
They got smart. The steering hubs aren't directional.
Oh.
This red accent piece screws onto the steering hub. So they just made one mold for both sides, and they just have to produce one piece.
And flip it.
And flip it over and just put the red part on the other side for the left and right.
Because they've got this tab on both sides, but
And
it's only
that's-
actively used on the one.
And that's how they're keeping the price point down on this thing. But this is another thing. Hold on.
Well, let's look at. So what do we got for an ESC? Is that 180 amp? 185 amp. What is it? The BLX 185 waterproof ESC. I love the design work of theirs. I love like the honeycomb shape.
Yeah.
On their BLX stuff. So it's a brushless motor. Their BLX 4074, and it's a 2050 kV brushless over there. And it's got the stock. That's not a very big servo, actually.
No, that surprises
I'm looking
me.
at that. That's pretty small.
I was like, how
That's
does
a
that
decent
turn it?
sized can, though.
It's got to be a 560.
4-pole. Just
That's a
looking around
big
the
one.
front here. So it's running XT90. Oh no. No. They look like XT90s.
They are what?
IC5s.
Yes, IC5.
They're like the EC5, but it's the new intelligent ones that they have. And they've got a hopper on this one, so if you only want to run one 4S battery
Or 1.6S.
or one 6S, you could just plug into there. And then you'd want to have another one in here matched just to weight it out. Have equal weight on both sides, but you could use one So like I would probably be comfortable in a lot of places running 4S with it, I would think. And so I could drop my 2 4S batteries in there and only plug in one. Because I don't think this ESC is rated to 8S. I think it's only rated to 6.
It is. It's a 6S.
So you won't want to do that. It is waterproof stuff in here, guys. You can see they even got the waterproof on-off switch, which is here. You got your button for programming your ESC there. You've got the ADS 15M 15 kilogram waterproof servo in here, and it is really small. It looks like a regular size servo to power this thing. I would have thought there'd have been a huge servo in here, like from the 5th scale cars or something, you know?
15, that just, when I saw it, I was like, that is a tiny servo to be turning those wheels at 60 miles an hour.
So I don't see like a servo saver. Is there a saver? It must be one. Oh yeah, right here. That's
Yeah,
gonna
built
be
in. It's a adjustable
plastic.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like that kind, but okay, it is what it is. I break. Anytime I've had them break, it's been that kind.
Yeah.
Where they kind of, or they don't work right for whatever reason. Something happens and they don't lift right. Yeah. It just gets weird sometimes, and that's just me. I don't know enough about it. So you got a foam bumper, and then you've got this air dam on the front that is part of the molded chassis, kind of.
Air splitter, that's what it's called.
Air splitter?
Because it splits it up top and down bottom.
Okay. And then, so then it runs up in.
Supposed to, this should sit just on
and
top of it.
take it up over the wheels.
Take it up over the body.
And then also push it under the car. And you got the air dams up underneath you were talking about.
It's kind of interesting how it's designed with the 3rd lead in the center.
Hold on a second. Not focusing. Man, the lighting in here is funky looking.
I can move it over here.
And that's just the color of everything's kind of weird. Our hotel lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that pin that they use for the
smart technology.
And so what it does is it still has a balance lead, but that basically keeps a running tab on your battery.
Not just that, but if you use a smart charger,
it'll turn
one of their smart chargers, there's a single button on it. You plug the battery in and you push the button. Yeah. There's no setting it up, no program, no nothing.
It knows what that battery is. I love the red accents in those tires.
I do too. That looks great.
They look like brakes even though they're not.
Mm-hmm.
So you got red accents up here. That's a really thick plate. You guys can't see some of the stuff in there. Some of the finer details. The whole nose in here, I wonder how easy. It doesn't look like it'd be easy to get in and work on the diffs.
Actually, that's one thing they're kind of...
It's kind of buried in there.
Yeah, but that's something they're kind of known for.
They're usually smart about how they do it.
There it is,
so
right
maybe
there.
You drop a few out. Yep.
See the split right there?
You pull from here and go in from the bottom.
Yeah, you pull these out, and this pulls off and come in from the bottom.
I hope that's the case.
I think so. It would make sense.
That's this part looks like it just drops right out.
Yeah. That makes sense. The rear looks a little tougher.
They're so smart about their engineering with this stuff.
The rear looks a lot harder to deal with. Because you do have metal plate right underneath your diff.
Yeah.
So.
You got plastic braces here. What else do we got? No real big shock towers or anything.
No. They're trying to keep everything small, low.
They're really thick though. Holy cow.
They're like double the thickness of anything else I've ever seen. Shoot, I think they're thicker than your 5T shock towers.
They might be.
But, give me that wrench. I want to show you something that I thought was absolutely cool. That they're doing that no one else is doing.
Which wrench?
Yeah. The big cross. I get a kick out of this.
So 17 millimeter, and that is on there, typical ARRMA fashion. Oh, really quick, they do make it easy change here. So you take out these screws and you're able to slide the motor out
to change that pinion.
And change your pinion really fast.
Yeah, we're not tired. Okay, this is what I consider a game changer. Look at that. Look at the screw holding that turnbuckle. It's a never pop off turnbuckle.
Because ribbed here?
No, the screw head is larger than the turnbuckle hole.
Yeah, it sticks out further.
So you put the...
I meant flange, not ribbed.
So you put the the ball through the
From
turnbuckle
the bottom.
and then tighten it.
Yeah.
Unlike everyone else.
You just undo that ball and then you can push it out, yeah.
Unlike everyone else where you snap the ball, then you end up having to use washers and everything else to get it, to keep them on.
So the ball actually is part of the screw. The whole thing is one solid piece.
Yeah.
That screws in.
Yeah.
Now the battery's done.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get ready for tomorrow.
But that's just, to me, that's just something so simple. It should have been being done years ago. But it takes Horizon to think of it. Horizon and ARRMA.
Yeah, this is a nice truck. So guys, I don't know what we missed. We're bound to have missed something that you wanted to see closer. It's inevitable. We don't have an X01 to compare this to. Not big in the speed game. But this is kind of like a basher in the speed game. When I saw it running today, I was like, yeah, that's amazing. Originally, I wanted the Limitless. After seeing him run, the Limitless is awesome and it rips. I mean, it rips. But this looked like what I'd have more fun with. Any terrain, pretty much, as far as roads. Don't have to worry about them being perfectly groomed. This runway is pretty old and it's got different level areas, and this truck was just going down. There's one point he hit something, a gap, and it actually like jumped like a foot off the ground
and
almost.
Sparked.
Yeah, it sparked, and it just kept going, man. It flew like completely level and sat down and kept going.
And when he was done, instead of walking out to the asphalt and picking it up, he drove it into the grass and picked it up.
Yeah.
Well, you can't do that with speed
It did
cars.
when he got it in the grass, so it was done.
Yeah.
Like there's no clearance to really run on grass. But we're gonna try it on dirt. Packed dirt would be better, like an oval track packed dirt. But we're gonna try it and see if we can. I don't know if these tires are gonna hook up at all. But we were looking at the freestyle area for not freestyle, but the racing area for the monster trucks, and there's a pretty good path around all the jumps. And thought it might be fun to try like ovaling it around that area.
I did notice the tires are actually directional.
Oh yeah.
And if you look, the cut...
There's a cut that's different size too.
Over here, it goes different directions.
Yep, and it's a thinner area on this.
So it's actually directional tires, so you can't go
Just
back
put
and
them however
forth.
you want.
But that makes sense for a speed car. I mean...
Yeah.
We got to get this mold off. We need to go burn tires.
I know, right? We got the batteries to do it.
Yes, we do now. Oh, thank you, ARRMA. Serrated.
Yeah. The little things. It's the little things.
Tiny little just.
All right, let's get the body back on. Let's get a couple beauty shots of this thing. Anyway, guys, let us know if you have any questions. We'll try and find them out for you. They've been running these. They'll be running them for sure more tomorrow. Going to get more footage. I'll have some footage in this video for you, and you've probably seen some already of the run footage. But yeah, it's impressive what they've done, and the price point is. It seems low to me, like knowing what other trucks and what I've paid for other trucks.
It's the same price as an 8th scale monster truck. Literally, $599 is the same price as most of the other monster trucks.
Okay. So
But
I guess that's it. But this seems like it has more into it than.
Oh, definitely. It's got a bigger motor than most monster trucks, a bigger ESC than most, and just the severe engineering that's gone into it to make it do what it's going to do.
Yeah. So, well, so many of the other ones. I think I paid $4 something for my HPI Sport Flux Porsche one. Or close to $4. So.
And let's be honest, it doesn't drive on anything.
It didn't drive on anything. I got rid of it. One of the few cars I sold. Well, now that I say that, I sold 3 at the last
finals.
That's the most I've ever sold. Boy, does it look good. Alright, before we forget, here is the controller. It's a DX2E. It does have AVC in it. So you've got AVC steering rate up here in the front. Then you've got steering trim, throttle trim, a bind button. Then you've got your throttle reverses. what's this up here? Limit, low, medium, high, throttle limiters up on the top,
And an
an
aux.
aux. So that's got a little bit on there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a little upgrade from some of the other ones that I had that came with, like the DBXLE. It looks like
Yeah, it looks like they upgraded the.
maybe a little.
The
Maybe it's the
DXT.
same. It looks.
No, because
I don't remember these throttle
Yeah,
limiters.
that's
at
what I
all.
was gonna say. I don't remember those.
So interesting. And this looks a little bit different as far as the mold.
Yeah.
It feels pretty good actually. That right there, what they've done for your hand, thumb to fit in, feels really good. I'll still bind it over to my good
Of course.
controller.
Yeah. This you need on a good.
However, that AVC knob is so much nicer than dialing it in through mine. It's
I
kind
know.
of a pain, but
Yeah, but on the nice controllers, you have a lot more control over AVC.
yeah. And just everything,
Yeah.
punch and all that at
Well,
the beginning.
here it's
throttle
just-
curve from your controller, even
Well, here your AVC is literally just on, off, or how much you want it to do.
yeah.
On your main on your more advanced controller, you can adjust whether it does throttle, whether it does steering, whether it does both, how much of each one.
Yep,
It makes it a
percentages,
lot
yeah.
better to program. And on something like this, you're gonna want AVC. You're gonna want some of it to help.
Oh, at speeds, I'm definitely gonna run AVC. I don't care. Like, no shame.
No.
And want the car to not
No.
crash at high speed. At that point, everybody's doing whatever they can with fairing and everything else. Why not do it electronically?
Yeah.
You're doing everything else to try and keep the car straight. If you can do it electronically as well, definitely put a gyro or whatever you need to in there to help.
Yep.